Hello, today in Anatomy and Physiology, we're going to talk about synovial joint. So what is a synovial joint? Well, it's a connection between two bones consisting of cartilage-lined cavity filled with fluid. They allow for different types of movement, and the synovial joint is the most common type of joint. So what's the structure of a synovial joint? So at the synovial joint, the articular surfaces of bones are covered with smooth articular cartilage. This allows for smooth movement. There are two layers. The outer layer, the outer fibrous layer, is composed of ligaments, and then there's an inner layer with the synovial membrane, which secretes synovial fluid. There are 6 types of synovial joints. There's the planal joint, the condyloid joint, the pivot joint, the saddle joint, the hinge joint, and last but not least, the ball and socket joint. So the planar joint, also called the gliding joint. These the joints, the bones of these joints, they basically slide against one another. The shape looks like there'll be free range of movement, but because of the bones and the ligaments that surround it, the movement is limited. And these are found in the wrist, the foot, and part of the vertebrae. The condyloid joint. So these joints are shaped like a knob. They have 2 planes of movement, and these are found in the metacarpals and the phalanges. You have the pivot joint. So this is the joint that gives lets your head be able to move from side to side, back and forth. It is a rotation around a single axis. And this is also the joints in your forearm. Saddle joint. So saddle joints are basically what their name just like they are what just like they sound. They have a saddle shape which allows 2 bones to fit together like a rider sitting on a saddle. These are found in your carpal metacarpal joint. Hinge joint. So just like hinges on a door, we have hinge joints in our bodies. They are uniaxial. You can only move it one direction. That's your elbow, your knee, and your ankle. So you know that your elbow, you can move it out, back in, but you can't move your elbow backwards. And last, the ball and socket joint. This is the joint with the greatest range of motion. It's multi-axial, so it allows for movement in all 3 planes. The only 2 joints in our body that have the ball and socket are the hip joint and the shoulder joint. So that's all we have on joints for today. Take care.